Thanks, Andrew. Well, that onshore private property unit owes the equivalent of $36 million in interest payments for a local yuan bond due Thursday. But the company, Hengda, said in a statement that it was able to negotiate privately through this deal. So that has lifted sentiment within the market. Still unclear, though, as to whether or not or what this actually might mean for the dollar bond interest payments that are also due on Thursday, and what it could mean for a broader restructuring for the company. Now, as I said, that development did lift sentiment in the stock markets. Chinese markets were reopened after a 2-day break. The property plays rallied. Chinese banks, though, remained weak, especially those that have a lot of exposure to Evergrande. Evergrande still owes about $850 million in coupon payments this year. China's central bank injected the equivalent of $14 billion into the banking system. It left a benchmark key lending rate unchanged for September, but expectations have been growing, especially with all the problems in the property market, that we could see a rate cut as early as next month. And there are some signs of, I don't know if it would be trouble, maybe some confusion in the property sector. There were 8 Chinese cities that have told developers to stop offering steep discounts for new apartments because these developers have been having problems with their liquidity and want to raise cash. But now those statements are out there, so you could see that there's a bit of a conflict in the policies going on right now between the local government as well as the national government, and then the priorities of these developers. Andrew?
Eunice, just to put this in context, does this effectively mean the government is now a backstop across the board?
I mean, that's what people are wondering, because if you look at the official statements, so far we haven't had a whole lot of official announcements about what the government's take is on the idea of too big to fail. Right. The government has been saying that it doesn't want to actually step in with any direct government support. That's what most people believe. But at the same time, we're hearing more and more about these private negotiations. That pressure is being put on banks or through other developers to try to make sure that there's some sort of managed restructuring for Evergrande in order for there not to be a disorderly situation going on in the property sector that could potentially spill over into the financial sector or in other areas of the economy.